common kitchen utensil, often overlooked, hides an entire universe of photographic potential within its polished curves. Mastering light and shadow transforms this everyday object into a stunning masterpiece, revealing secrets few ever notice. Photography is not merely capturing an image, but an art of shaping perception and revealing unseen dimensions. Even the simplest items, like a metal fork, offer incredible lessons in light manipulation and compositional artistry. Understanding these basic principles empowers photographers to elevate any subject, from mundane to magnificent, with profound impact. This seemingly ordinary object becomes an extraordinary canvas for exploring reflections, refractions, and intricate metallic textures. You will discover how subtle shifts in illumination can drastically alter a subject's mood, form, and perceived value. Every curve, every tine, and every surface of a fork presents unique challenges and exciting opportunities for creative expression. Achieving dramatic results begins with controlling your light source, often starting with a single, focused beam. Imagine directing a spotlight onto the fork, observing how light bounces off its metallic surfaces like a tiny mirror maze. These reflections are not just random glare. They are visual information, defining the fork's three-dimensional form and texture. Hard light, typically from a small source, creates sharp, distinct shadows that emphasize the fork's rigid structure and edges. Positioning the light slightly to the side enhances depth, carving out contours and separating the tines with stark contrast. But simply illuminating the fork is only the initial step. The true magic lies in managing those intense reflections. To achieve a softer, more elegant look, photographers introduce diffusers between the light source and the subject. A simple white sheet or a professional softbox spreads the light, making shadows gentler and transitions smoother across the metal. This diffused light reduces harsh specular highlights, transforming sharp glints into broader, more pleasing areas of brightness. Consider how morning sunlight filters through sheer curtains, creating a gentle, even glow that flatters every surface it touches. Soft light reveals the subtle imperfections and unique patina of the fork, adding character often lost in direct illumination. Yet, controlling the quality of light is just one piece of this intricate puzzle. Direction plays an equally crucial role. Backlighting, placing the light behind the fork, creates a stunning rim light effect, separating the subject from its background.
This technique outlines the fork with a luminous edge, giving it an ethereal glow and highlighting its elegant silhouette against darkness.
Side lighting, as mentioned before, accentuates texture and form, creating a dramatic interplay of light and shadow along the tines. Overhead lighting, while sometimes flat, can emphasize the fork's verticality and create intriguing shadows stretching downwards. Experimenting with different angles reveals how each position sculpts the fork uniquely, altering its visual weight and presence. But what happens when the light source itself becomes a part of the composition, influencing mood rather than just illumination? Reflectors, often simple white cards or metallic surfaces, bounce light back onto the fork, filling in harsh shadows. A silver reflector provides a punchier, more intense fill, enhancing brightness and adding a crisp sparkle to the metal. Gold reflectors, conversely, introduce a warmer tone, imbuing the fork with a luxurious, inviting glow perfect for certain moods. Without fill light, one side of the fork might vanish into deep shadow, losing important details and creating an unbalanced image.
Strategic use of reflectors ensures that even the darkest areas retain some detail, maintaining visual interest across the entire subject.
The real challenge, however, isn't just adding light, but knowing precisely where and how much to add. Sometimes, removing light is as important as adding it, a technique known as negative fill or light subtraction. Placing a black card near the fork absorbs stray light, intensifying shadows and increasing contrast for a more dramatic effect. This method deepens the dark areas, making the highlights appear even brighter and more striking, amplifying visual impact. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away excess material to reveal the true form. Negative fill works similarly with light and shadow. It's particularly effective for creating moody, high-contrast images, where parts of the fork recede into profound darkness. Yet, even with perfect lighting, the background can make or break the entire photographic composition. A plain, uncluttered background ensures the fork remains the undisputed star, preventing distractions from drawing the viewer's eye. Using a contrasting color for the background can make the fork visually pop, enhancing its presence and overall impact. A shallow depth of field, blurring the background into an abstract wash of color, isolates the fork beautifully, creating bokeh. Conversely, a carefully selected background that provides context, like a rustic wooden table, can tell a silent story. The texture and lighting of the background must complement, not compete with, the fork's own intricate details and reflections. But what if the surrounding environment itself becomes a critical element, reflecting onto the fork and shaping its appearance? Every object in the scene, even those outside the frame, can reflect onto the fork, subtly altering its metallic sheen. You might notice unwanted color casts from nearby walls or furniture, adding an unintended tint to the fork's polished surface. Controlling these environmental reflections often involves strategically placing white or black cards to block or absorb them. Sometimes, deliberately including a colorful object for reflection can introduce interesting hues and artistic flair to the metal. This mastery of environmental interaction elevates the image beyond simple illumination, demonstrating profound control over the photographic space. Precisely controlling these ambient influences transforms a basic still life into a carefully curated visual experience for the viewer. The photographer essentially paints with light, ensuring every reflection and shadow serves a specific purpose in the composition. But the ultimate goal isn't just technical perfection. It's about evoking emotion and telling a visual narrative. These fundamental lighting techniques, demonstrated with a fork, are universally applicable across all photographic genres and subjects. Whether you photograph portraits, landscapes, or intricate product shots, the principles of light quality and direction remain constant. Understanding how light interacts with form allows you to sculpt your subjects, imbuing them with depth, mood, and undeniable presence. You gain the power to transform ordinary scenes into extraordinary visual stories, capturing attention and inspiring deeper engagement. A simple fork becomes a teacher, patiently revealing the profound impact of careful light placement and controlled reflections on any object. This knowledge cultivates a keen eye for detail, making you observe light differently, seeing its potential everywhere you look. It empowers you to overcome challenging lighting conditions, turning what might seem like obstacles into creative opportunities for expression. The subtle nuances you now perceive in a fork's sheen will translate to richer textures in fabrics, skin, and natural elements.
Ultimately, mastering these foundational skills elevates your photography from mere documentation to a sophisticated form of visual communication,
Enhancing your creative flow exponentially, predicting its effects on different materials and shapes before even pressing the shutter. This deeper understanding fosters a more intuitive connection with your camera and the environment, enhancing your creative flow exponentially. Skills every photograph you elevates your photography from take mere becomes a documentation to a deliberate choice, not an accident, showcasing your mastery over the elusive medium of light. The fork, once a humble utensil, now stands as a testament to the transformative power of informed photographic artistry. This journey into light's intricacies unlocks a new dimension of appreciation for the visual world, forever changing how you see. The humble fork teaches that profound photographic mastery comes from understanding light's subtle yet powerful influence on every surface. Continue exploring these captivating insights into light and shadow, transforming your view of the everyday world into endless artistic possibilities. If you found this journey illuminating, subscribe for more deep dives into the secrets of exceptional photography. And let me know in the comments what ordinary object you'd love to see transformed next by the magic of light. If you found this journey illuminating, subscribe for more deep dives into the secrets of exceptional photography. And let me know in the comments what ordinary object you'd love to see transformed next by the magic of light.